Welcome back to another episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Last night, a good friend of mine, James Gilbert, his channel name is Have Dominion Outdoors. It will be linked down below if you guys want to jump over there and check it out. But last night, we went out into the field on our lease, and we were looking for some hogs out there. Didn't see any, but we did happen to come across a couple of deer. And one buck in particular, he looked like a pretty young buck, but he had a really big body, and his antlers were pretty nice. There was just something about him that caught our eye, and we saw him from about 75 to 100 yards away, and he had a terrible limp. He had this hunch in his back. He would walk real low to the ground. I'll play the footage right now so you guys can see it, and I'm sure that judging by the title of this video, you guys are wondering where the heck I'm going with this. And the point that I want to make in this entire video is that I'm not necessarily calling out non-hunters or anti-hunters or PETA members or whatever. The point of this video is to try to educate some of you guys and try to help the non-hunters and anti-hunters, PETA members understand. Now, while I know that like 99% of you guys that are watching this video right now are completely supportive of hunting and love what I do and love what you know, you get to do whenever you go into the woods and you get to hunt and fish and camp and whatever. But I just wanted to kind of take a second to point out some things here. And this is kind of something that I started to think of last night when we were in the field and I saw this animal. I thought, man, I want to share this video with you guys, and I kind of want to take a second to reach out and talk to the people that are against hunting and the people that don't like it and think that it should be illegal. And because I do have some of you guys, not necessarily the majority of you, but there is a small percent that watches these videos that is completely against hunting, and I can prove that to you by going back to previous videos and showing you guys where I've received like death threats from people because I shot an animal, or I shot a pig, I shot a piglet, whatever. People have wished the same thing would happen to me, and like some people just blow a line like that makes me laugh. It's hilarious that some people can be so outrageous and completely disrespectful. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that while these animals live their lives, their daily lives, they come in contact with highways, they come in contact with lots of different danger, as do we whenever we step into the woods, whether it be snakes, whatever it may be. These animals live it every single day, and mine and James's first thought whenever we saw this buck in the field was that he was hit by a car. That just seems like the most logical explanation for as to why he was limping the way he was, but there's no telling what could have happened. He could have been fighting during the rut and like hit something. Who knows what had happened? Bit by a snake, something. Nobody knows. We don't know. We couldn't tell you. We can just guess as to what it might have been. But moving forward, regardless of what it was, this animal's environment, where it lives, is dangerous. And so that buck can go on for maybe a couple more hours, a couple more weeks, a couple more months, living like it is. And it could eventually, in the next couple of days, bed down and get so stiff that it can't get up and move anymore and literally starve to death. And if it doesn't starve to death first, then a group of coyotes could find it and it could die a very gruesome death. And so what I'm trying to point out here is that nature is so much more harmful, I guess, maybe, gruesome and brutal than hunters. So I hunt to feed my family, to feed others. I like to share meat. I like to share the kill with everyone around me. And I also like to be a helping hand in conservation. So all these people that are complaining, anti-hunters and PETA members, they're complaining about how we're killing all these animals off, is completely untrue. I mean, I could sit here and talk to you for hours about conservation and how hunting helps preserve these animals and actually helps grow their population. They call that conservation through hunting. And so I hunt for many different reasons, and I'm blessed to do it. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that I could have sat in a stand or put a stalk on that deer and shot that buck. And if I made a good shot, you know, a lung, double lung, heart shot, that deer would run at the most healthy, completely healthy, would run at the most 50, 60 yards and fall over and die and be dead in seconds. Whereas that deer is in pain right now still, I'm sure. And whether it dies from starving to death or being eaten by something alive, or you know, maybe it'll make it through. Nobody knows. We don't have a clue. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I could have also shot that deer with a rifle and dropped him dead in his tracks instantly, or not so instantly. I mean, I could shoot a deer and he could run 50, 60 yards, even shot with a rifle, and fall over and die. But regardless, people that are against hunting and conservation and what we do, what a majority of you guys watching do whenever you step into the woods, they're against that. They're against hunting. And so I'm not necessarily trying to call you the anti-hunters out, but I want to make a point, and I want to try to help, you know, get your mind to thinking about how much more humane and quickly we as hunters take our prey down. And so this is like I said, this is something that I thought of last night, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys. And we're going to try to keep an eye out for him, and hopefully he'll make it. But you just never know. Whitetail and even hogs, lots of different animals, are very resilient. They're very tough. They live out there every single day, and so they survive in the coldest conditions, the hottest conditions. They're out there no matter what. There's not anything that they can really do about it. So with all that being said, people that are kind of against bow hunting, people that are completely against it, not just kind of, but completely against it, I kind of want y'all to think about why or how this is so much more humane to take a bow or a rifle into the woods and take their life, because that animal could, it could stumble around for the next 3 or 4 days before it finally gets to the point to where it's so stiff and it can't move anymore that it starves to death or gets eaten by something, whatever the case may be. But with all that being said, I'm going to stop blabbing. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do today, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I've got to prepare a bunch of fishing tackle. I've got to get some stuff cleaned up. I've got to put this camera bag back together, and I may try to slip out to the blind this evening and shoot a hog, but that'll be a separate video. Just kind of bringing the little bit of the vlogs back this weekend. We're super busy this last week, more busy than usual with work and everything, so I haven't really had much of a chance to get out and film some hunting content for you guys, so I apologize for the slowness, but it is coming, I promise. Hopefully tonight I can stick a pig and get it on the ground for you guys, but for now, I just got a couple of things to do with the boat, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. Speaking of eating what I kill, these jalapeno and cheese snack sticks that were made from either the spike or the doe that I shot back in the fall, these things are amazing. Since the big bass are getting ready to move up on beds and spawn, I'm going to get the boat ready to go. I'm going to try to get some fishing content out for you guys I'm super excited about. I did charge these batteries up, but I got in a little bit of a bind. I went out for a couple hours last weekend, caught 2 little dinks, but what had happened to me was the batteries ran dead on me, and I was only out for a couple hours. So what I'm thinking the problem is, these batteries are brand new, but I think they're out of water, so I'm going to have to put more distilled water back in them so they'll actually hold a charge. So as you guys can see right here, these are the 2 batteries for the trolling motor. That's the starting battery over there. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the caps off of these batteries and check the water's levels on them. You guys probably can't tell, but that one looks a little bit low. It could probably be topped off. It is now time to head to the store to grab a jug of distilled water. I'm super excited to get back out on the water and do some fishing for you guys. I know that I've been kind of talking about it here for a couple of weeks now, but the weather's been so cruddy and it's just been so much easier to go 2 minutes from my house to the lease and film some hunting for you guys. But the next couple of weeks are fixing to be really good fishing, and the boat's running great. Like I said, I took it out last weekend. I filmed it, but it just ended up being a crappy video, so I didn't even mess with it. I didn't post it. But from here on out, you guys will be seeing a lot of fishing, because I love to fish almost as much as I love to hunt, if they're not loved equally.
Ooh. Yeah, I just kidding.
Now there's really no pretty way of doing this except to just kind of get it close. Yeah. Okay, now that I got them all back on there, I can throw the charger on these batteries and we will be ready to catch some fish. Okay guys, I'm back inside now, and I told you that I was going to go through some of this tackle and try to get some stuff sorted out and put back in place, getting ready for fishing this up and coming spring. And for Christmas, my mom got me the National Anglers Association. It's like a mystery tackle box. It's a 3-month subscription, and so I've got 3 boxes here. Have you guys ever heard of NAA? I mean, I've never even heard of them. I know that there's a bunch of companies out there that do this sort of thing where they give away, or not give away, but they sell subscriptions to little boxes like this, and you can get a bunch of stuff each month. And I think it's pretty cool. The stuff that they send out is like mainly, it's all soft plastics. Like and the 3 boxes that I got, it's been all hard bait or soft plastics, and I haven't got any hard baits. So it's all like stuff that they make themselves. It's pretty cool. Like there's no labeling on any of this stuff. It's all custom. Looks like they do it themselves. I don't know. It looks like pretty good stuff. I mean, I haven't actually taken anything out of the plastic bags yet and looked at this stuff, but it looks to be pretty good quality. But I'm gonna kind of go through these boxes and put tackle up and sort some stuff out so we can catch some fish. Day's kind of coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know y'all kind of like these vlog style videos. I enjoy filming them for you. I hope it was somewhat interesting. Again, I apologize for the slow hunting videos, but I promise they're coming. Things have been crazy this past week and with work and everything else. So all in all, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support. Turkey hunts are coming up. I'm super excited about it. I'm also, like I said, going to be chasing the hogs. If you guys haven't already, you can go check out Custom Archery Accessories. They will be linked down below. Use promo code linked. It'll be right here. So you guys can use that promo code and save 20%. And it helps support me and helps support the channel. And I greatly appreciate it, so I can keep bringing you guys this awesome content that y'all enjoy so much. Can't wait to bring some fishing videos to you guys. If we get off early at all this week, I will be hitting the lake. Batteries are charging, tackle's ready. I do have to do some work on a couple of reels, got to restring them and that sort of thing. But other than that, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get some new content out to you guys. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Love each and every one of you, and I will catch you on the next one.